Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is so good to see these two guys beside me. But hey, we are your brothers in arms. My name is Patrick. That's Greg, and that's Alex. And here we are again for our weekly podcast. It is 9:14 Sunday, September 13th on the Eastern Seaboard, and boy, is it good to see these guys again. We get to chat a little bit before we actually hit the magic button that starts recording and streaming this live on twitch.tv/brothers in arms podcast. But in those moments that we get to talk, we kind of, prime the pump, if you will, when it comes to, okay, so what are we going to talk about tonight? And we got a couple things. Alex is already laughing because it seems like he's had a week.
Oh
Both of
yeah.
these guys, yeah, both of these guys had their first week
Yay!
back to school. I mean, back to work, and
Same
I
time.
can already tell that they're both having a great time, an absolute fantastic time. So we'll get into that fun stuff in just a moment. But again, I've already mentioned we are streaming currently right now on twitch.tv/brothers in arms podcast. You can catch us here live every Sunday, except for this coming week, which we'll talk about later in this show.
It's all right.
But you can catch us live on twitch.tv. You can chat with us. Alex is watching the chat room constantly. He's showing it right now on the picture. But he's watching it so that we can have that dialogue back and forth with you. There is a few second delay, so just don't lose heart. We have seen it, I promise. But also, if you really want to watch us and not see us, or excuse me, watch us and not just hear us, you can actually check out our back episodes not only on the Twitch.tv app, but also on YouTube at Brothers in Arms Podcast. So there's my little spiel for today.
Love it.
Greg, you look absolutely comfortable, dude. Like, what are you doing there, man? You got a nice haircut, looking fresh.
Yeah,
Uh,
no. My Paris, je t'aime.
Petty, gay Petty, Pettis.
Paris, je t'aime. Bonjour.
Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh,
no. So,
Mm-mm.
très
so
bon, très bon.
obviously, trying to find a. I'm in the process of finding a place to live down here in très bon. C'est très bon.
Si, très
Um,
bon.
trying to find a place to live. Yeah. So as you don't know, both Patrick and I French in high school.
Un petit peu,
Just
un
just
petit
just a
peu.
little bit.
That's right.
I did
Yeah,
not.
I know enough. I know enough to order from a menu and ask. Um,
And ask what?
but
Ask
that's
where the
fine.
bathroom is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
où est-ce que
Yeah.
la toilette, s'il vous plaît? Merci beaucoup.
And ladies and gentlemen, we've now gone international. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Uh huh.
But no. So I needed I was trying to find a place. You know, I couldn't. Staying in a hotel is, and my base doesn't really have anywhere to live. For you know Marines that are staff NCOs. So I needed to find a home, and so I found an Airbnb,
An
and
Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, staying at I got a long-term Airbnb, um, staying not too far from base in for lack of better words, it's a McMansion, but
McMansion.
it is it's this huge house. It's a widow and her 21-year-old son that they live here, and um, they host actually a lot of, like, because you got to think the base that I'm has the FBI headquarters and training facility, and it's got a bunch of officer schools and all these different groups. So she hosts a lot of military personnel that stay at the place for months at a time, and she offers a really great rate. Um, and so uh, I'm actually I have the master bedroom in the house to myself. It's got a huge
What?
bathroom, yeah, with a jacuzzi tub.
Yeah, Greg's gonna be in the bubbly.
Yeah,
Don't
right.
mind me,
I should
boys.
totally.
Just swimming.
I'll broadcast. I'll broadcast one from the tub
Yes,
just for
please. Oh
kicks.
my goodness.
That would be entertaining. Um,
Make more bubbles. More bubbles.
More bubbles.
more bubble, but no. Yeah. So I'm staying here for a little bit. It's it's not like I said, it's not far from base, which is great. So the drive's really and it gives me somewhere, kind of a base of operations to kind of set up camp as I'm, you know, this weekend I went and looked at a couple of homes and put an offer in on one. So
Nice.
we'll see if it if they bite or not. But
Here, fishy, fishy, fishy.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of fishing, like this house is it's like off the beaten path in town, and it's on 3 acres.
Whoa.
And if you walk out the backyard and over the hill, uh, there's the water. You can go fish. Haven't done
What
it yet.
water? Like a pond
Uh,
or a river
no,
or
it's a river. It's the wide water. It's hold on, I can give you the exact what it's called. Its name. Nope, not that one. Where is it at? Oh, there we go. It is known as, they call it the wide water. Feeds.
Hmm.
Why am I not
what
seeing her
wide
name?
isn't deep and wide?
Or like wide is in WIDE.
Yeah, like
Oh,
wide, WID.
WIDE. So deep and wide, fountain flowing deep
Yeah,
and wide.
it's the Aquia Creek, which it's huge for a quote unquote creek.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it feeds into the Potomac.
All right. Well, follow that river and you'll eventually touch us.
Eventually.
And all right.
Ta-da.
Cool.
So,
Sweet.
no, it's good. I like it. It's
So
quiet.
it's an Airbnb. You're in the master bedroom. You've got your
Mhm.
own private bath. Do you have access to like food making stuff? Like, can you?
Yeah, yeah, no. So obviously it's if you've ever stayed in an Airbnb, it's imagine just, a lot of sometimes it's you rent like an entire house or an apartment to yourself. In this case, I'm renting a room.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and some of them are horrible. You have to actually read the descriptions because they're like you can you have to like you can only go to your room. You can't go anywhere else in the house. Like uh, in this case, it's not at all like that. Like I have full use of the kitchen if I want. I mean, I have a microwave and a fridge and all that in my bedroom if I want to use that. But if I want to go downstairs and cook and um, I had dinner with my host and her son and a couple of their friends last night. Um, yeah,
Wow.
it's it's honestly it's a lot of it's neat. It's a fun experience if you're willing to if you're someone who's willing to step out of their comfort zone. It's a
Right.
really amazing, it's an amazing experience.
Right on.
It's almost kind of
Yeah.
like you hear about like exchange students.
Mm-hmm.
You
Right.
stay in
Yeah.
a get like a host home.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same kind of like thought process. You're staying with a host.
Hmm.
So treat them with respect, treat their home with respect. So like, come in and put holes in the walls and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
but you know, it's a comfortable place to stay and you're taken care of. So
That's awesome, man. Congratulations.
That sounds pretty fantastic.
so well,
Yeah.
hmm,
It's pretty fantastic, is what he said. That's great.
it's fun. So I've been doing that
Cool.
I started that on Friday and I'll be staying here for about a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just don't wear out your welcome.
No, and again, like they're really nice folks. Like, the son's in college and she's a widow and she's got a bunch of friends, so she does her like they're not even home right now. I'm literally I've got the place to myself.
Wow.
So
Cool.
That's pretty great.
Very cool.
Yeah.
How's work going, man?
No.
work is awesome.
Is
Um,
it?
oh my gosh.
That's
This
all we need to hear, man.
Yeah.
That you are happy. That's
I
good.
forgot how much I love being in a squadron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I forgot how much I love being in a squadron.
That's awesome, man. That makes my heart happy. I'm so glad to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Just I spent I mean, now mind you, I haven't gotten out on the plane yet,
No, sure,
unfortunately,
sure.
just because technically I'm not allowed to. Um, there's some sign off, some paperwork that I have to get signed off that
Yep.
allows me to go work on the aircraft again.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been, working on checking in. Starting Thursday, I finally got to start wearing a flight suit to work again.
Nice.
I actually, and then Friday I ran into one of my Marines, one of the kids that I actually put in the Marine Corps.
Oh, no
Uh,
kidding.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
yeah, he was over at yeah, that was weird. He was over at the exchange. He walked right up to me. I didn't recognize him. He walked right up to me. He's like, "Hey, what's going on, Staff Sergeant?" I was like, "Oh," it's like, "It's me." And like he pulls his mask down and says, "It's me, Bliss." I was like, "Oh my gosh, what's up, man? Haven't seen you.
Wow.
Like, how are things?" Um, but he I told him and his two little friends, his little Marines that were with him. I was like, gentlemen, I'm like, I get to wear pajamas to work every
You
day.
do.
Like there's yeah, Alex just pulled out his and is holding them up.
Life is good.
Um,
I miss it.
because he wears coveralls. He wears coveralls down in the plant, so he knows exactly what I'm talking about.
It is so glorious.
Yeah.
Patrick, there's no better feeling than rolling out of your rack in the morning and just like slipping these things on, stepping into your boots, putting your cover on, and just walking down the P-way.
Yeah.
There's no better feeling, you know? You don't have to, put your pants on, tighten your belt, put your boots on, put your blasting straps down, tuck your boots down in, roll them up to make sure that, your straps are, or the bottom of your pants are actually above the third eyelet like they're supposed to. Get your blouse on, button all that stuff up, make sure all the appropriate stuff is hanging where it's supposed to hang, um, and then put your cover on and walk out the door. Whereas, quite literally, this is considered a working uniform. There are no uniform requirements for it. It's
I mean,
glorious.
guys, I'm not putting it down. I'm jelly. I really am. But you also, both of you know very well the benefit of wearing a quote unquote uniform in public.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no doubt about that. I mean, just the blessing. Like I went to Arby's after worship today, and got stopped by three different people who knew it as the Salvation Army uniform,
Hmm.
and
Oh,
and
that's
and
cool.
talked to me because of that, and that was a real blessing. But so I can imagine you guys going out and doing what you do in and I'm not saying your dress uniforms, but your work uniforms.
I don't want to talk to nobody.
But yeah, I am jelly of work pajamas, as Greg likes to call them.
Oh, they're glorious.
Yeah,
Absolutely glorious.
Hmm.
that's awesome. Well,
Mm-hmm.
good. Congratulations, Greg. Welcome back to the the
To
feel
the
good of
fleet.
work, the
Mm-hmm.
fleet.
Yes.
Amen. Amen. Good.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Alex?
So I went to work officially, like Greg, on Tuesday,
Hmm.
and within 2 days, I was already in a duty section, um,
Wow.
which means that every 4 days I have duty, which is why, you know, next week we're not going to be able to meet on Sunday because I won't be there. I'll be on the boat.
Right.
Which I mean, it's not that bad. You know, I got off of duty yesterday, and I immediately came home and crashed for 4 hours today.
Mm.
So that was fun. Uh, but there are certain things that I kind of wish I'd brought with me that I definitely forgot. So,
Such as.
well, I don't have my
Did you
sleeping
forget the
bag.
bat phone?
Oh no, I got the bat phone. Bat phone's fine.
Oh.
Yeah. So I forgot my sleeping bag, right? Which normally I'm okay. I can sleep pretty much any and everywhere wearing anything. When mom was in the hospital for her stuff, I was literally asleep on the waiting room floor. So,
Hmm.
I really don't care. But I forgot my hammock, which is, glorious for duty days because you just go find somewhere, you string it up in the boat, and, you can sleep uninterrupted for hours. Um, I'm not qualified anything other than doing maintenance, so I can't go down to stand watch. I haven't been there long enough for them to have gotten me in the system yet, so I can't actually get any qual cards to qualify anything. So I was pretty much just a body there yesterday.
How long is duty?
24 hours on the weekends.
24 hours. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my goodness.
Yep. So
Oh man.
I got there at roughly about 6 yesterday morning, and I got home at about 8 this morning. So it came time for me to find somewhere to try and go to sleep, and I walked up to the duty berthing that they have for us, and it was hotter than all get out, so I wasn't about to stay up there with that. But I figured it'd be a good idea, so I looked around and I found a rack, and the mattress was disgusting.
Ugh.
I don't have a sleeping bag. I got sheets, don't have a pillow, nothing. I was like, well, this is a bad idea. So I went looking, and I walked around the ship for quite a bit, and I found an old officer stateroom.
Hmm.
It was unlocked.
Oh no.
So no one's
Uh-oh.
name on the door. No, nobody's stuff in there. And I found out this morning that that's actually something some of the guys do while on duty. Usually the LPO sleeps in there. So I was like, that's perfect. That's me. So I felt a lot better about where I stayed the night. Um, it was very cool in there. It wasn't too hot because it was a little bit further down. But there wasn't a mattress. Apparently, what the guys had been doing is they'd been going to one of the other berthings that were on that deck, taking a mattress and bringing it in there and sleeping in there. When they get done, they take that mattress back because it's closed out.
Right.
So I got on the hard steel that was the actual bed frame. It was flat. It was nice. Um, and I was like, this will work. But then I thought about something. So we have this like foam insulating material that we use to wrap pumps with to keep air particulates out whenever we put them in like a reduced status. So I went up to the storeroom and I rolled up all of the foam that I could find and took that down with me. Mind you, you have to walk by 3 armed guards at least in order to get from where I was to where I was going. So I have arms full of foam, just walking down the P-way, and one of the guys is like, "Hey," and I turned and looked at him and goes, "Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?" He goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm going to sleep. It's after taps, man." And he's like, "Okay." So I kept walking. I got to the next guy. The next guy goes, "Where are you going with all of that?" "I'm going to sleep." And he's like, okay. So I kept going. And I get to the third person. They said, hey. I just kept walking. Like, hey. I was like, hey. And just kept going. They didn't follow me, so whatever. So I get down there, and I'm laying this foam padding all over the rack as much as I can, trying to find some sort of something. Um, but this stuff is like, it's itchy, right? So you don't really want to lay on it bare. Coveralls are fantastic because all I did was just loosen my belt and unzip the zipper, so I got a lot of room in there. And I took my hoodie out and I put my hoodie up at the top and like stuck my head in it so that I was insulated from everything around it. And took I have my gym shorts that I normally sleep in. I was like, so I took that and I like covered my arms with it a little bit and then like turned sideways and I slept for a good 4 hours last night. It was glorious. Yeah.
This is sleeping with Alex.
Mm-hmm. So I told Liz about it.
That's a
Oh
great.
man.
I told Liz and she's like, you literally made yourself a nest. Yeah,
Yeah, sure
yeah,
did.
it works.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Well,
hilarious.
congratulations, man. Glad you found a place to birth with an E. Is that right? Birth?
No.
Berth? No? Is it I? Bear?
Oh, I thought you were saying there was E on the end. No, it's Berth.
That's yeah, birth.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So happy for you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
So, what are you going to change for Sunday then? What are you going to bring? Obviously, your sleeping bag.
Honestly, I'm probably gonna go to Walmart and buy a hammock.
Not a bad choice. Not
Cause
a bad choice. Where would I mean? Can you just hang that junk up anywhere, or
no, I'll
you
probably
going to go
hang it
back
in
to
the
the same
office.
stateroom in
So,
the office?
yeah, I have an office on the boat, and I seriously contemplated sleeping in there, but there's one single chief from my division that's in my duty section. Really good dude. He's actually the guy that got me orders to the boat I'm on. So,
Nice.
he was my detailer, which cracks me up to no end. Um, but he was in the office and he was watching movies and working on evals, and I didn't want to bug him, so I found somewhere else. So if for some reason this week he's not in the office, then I might do that. If not, I'm probably gonna go to the storeroom where I took all that foam. Did I take it back? I think I took it back. Anyway, if not, some dude's gonna walk down and be like, "There's a frickin' nest in here." So I'll probably go in there, honestly, and just string it up back in the corner and sleep in there. Because
Nice.
there's a phone in there, so if anybody needs me, and the one MC in there is pretty loud, so if there's a fire, I can, yeah, because that's all I'm there for.
You can listen and go because that's your first. Isn't that your primary goal? Is to not make anything or let anything catch on fire?
It's to
Like you're a fireman.
put out fires, essentially.
Put out fire, right? You don't make them. You put
Yeah.
them out.
You stop them.
Well,
You are a stopper of fire.
I'm an electrician, so usually the fires are my fault.
Yeah. Well, when
So,
you put it that way.
yeah. It's not intentional, but I put them out.
No, no, no. You got to know these things.
It's true. Very true.
That's good, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's real good. So, what's your week look like? You gonna be busy?
I have duty again on Thursday, so I had no Wednesday. I have duty on Wednesday.
Right, because then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then yeah, we
Yep,
see you on Sunday.
Sunday again. So
Gotcha.
luckily,
Hmm.
duty during the week is just from 8 in the morning to 8 in the evening.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
because the way that we have everything set up, we have 5 sections, and we have 4 section duty throughout the week, and then
Hmm.
Monday through Friday we have a night team because people, while we're doing certain operations, we're not supposed to have people stay on the boat longer than like 12 hours. So the night duty guys take over from 8 in the evening, and they're there until 8 in the morning, and then they go home.
Hmm.
So it's like having an additional
Nice.
work center.
Yeah.
So Wednesday I'll be able to go home around 8, and then Thursday I think I need to take my buddy down to his boat because they're gonna go do some stuff for a bit, and then yeah, we
Cool.
got duty again on Sunday with the potential of other stuff to do this weekend.
So, weird question for both you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Send it.
You've been in work now for a couple of days. Alex, you've done duty. Greg, you've got to wear your pajamas to work. All that fun jazz.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
have you guys figured out how to get chow yet? How to eat? Where to eat? What to?
Yes.
Yes, Greg.
Um, what do you mean, like eating on base?
Right. So, like, in your last duty with recruiting, you ate wherever you could, what you could.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Alex, you kind of did the same thing. You ate on base more often than not, didn't you? Like you
Yeah.
grabbed something somewhere around there, like
We had a cafeteria, so yeah.
right, right. Because yours was more in a teaching setting, so you had students.
Mm-hmm.
So have you guys figured out where you can eat? Where's a good chow yet? Like all that
Oh,
jazz?
not
Alex is already
Oh
smiling.
yeah.
You're worried.
not the good chow, no,
So
but there's
so
places to eat.
there's a chow hall down on the flight line that I can go to if I want. Um,
Is it all like fast
I
food
haven't
and stuff
tried it.
though?
No, it's like
No, no, it's it's like a cafeteria.
a high school
Oh, okay.
cafeteria.
Oh, no
Yeah, it's
kidding.
like
With
high
like
school
metal
cafeteria.
trays or the plastic trays and stuff like that, or
Plastic trays, yep.
oh, bless you.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, because so I go to work, I have to be at work at 7 and I'm out by 3. Um,
Oh, that's not bad.
no, it's amazing. There's no other squadron in the Marine Corps that's like that.
Oh man.
Um, and it blows recruiting out of the water by far. But uh, but no, so I've got um, so I eat breakfast here. I got stuff to, I don't do a lot for breakfast normally during the
Hmm.
week. I usually just like have a bowl of cereal. Um, and then I'll make lunches for the week. And then, since I get home so early, unless I'm trying to do something like slow cooker, I'll just make dinner when I get home.
Okay. Okay. Good deal. I just
So,
wasn't sure because I don't know what's available to you, so that's good to know. What about you, Alex? You're smiling big, man. What? You
Uh,
just laughing at my incompetence over here? Like
no,
what?
just we have
No. Okay.
we have food, right? It's not good
Right.
food. It's Navy food, but it's
Right.
food. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry.
Yep.
What's up, dude? Okay. All right. Talk amongst yourselves for a second.
Yeah. No
Coleman needs
problem.
something. Hang on.
So yeah, you got a very stern face on right now, G. You all right?
oh yeah, no, sorry. I didn't mean to look all serious.
Yeah, you were like very firm, very, very, very. Mm.
Mm,
Yeah. So if
Mm.
not,
mm.
So
how much
we
do
were
we need
supposed
then?
to run the Boilermaker today.
Because I don't know how much paper I got.
I know. Well, I ended up running the virtual one yesterday.
Did you rock and roll? How'd that go?
Yeah, all horrible.
Really, that
Trying
bad?
to run it up, yeah, running it here in Virginia, and it was stupid hot out, and
Oh yeah.
no, it was miserable.
So what did you do? Did you
But
have to use the app or something? Like, how did you record it?
no, I used Runkeeper just to time myself, and then you could literally just go on the website and submit your time.
Oh, that's
It's
cool.
already on the internet.
Hmm.
So they're gonna send you like the finished medal and all that jazz.
Yep.
So
Cool.
all you have to do is just put
Very
in
cool.
And I'll get all that sent.
Yeah, I didn't opt for that. I allowed my registration to roll over to next year. So um
Well, I'm gonna re-enroll for next year as well.
right, yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean for you it's a good tradition. And you also have seen where that because that's also a benefit run, isn't it? Like it's not just
Um,
for the city of Utica, but it's also like it benefits something, doesn't it?
I'm trying
I
to
thought it did.
remember. I think they do. They have some stuff like outreach stuff that they do, but more than anything too, it's like the biggest thing is it's a draw for it's a draw for the city.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
they
for
bring
Utica.
in tens of thousands of races. There's people from all over the world that come to Utica to run because there's not a lot of like surprisingly, there's actually very few 15K races in the United States.
Really?
Yeah, that's not a common distance. You most are usually a 5, a 10, and then after a 10 it goes usually jumps up to a 25 or a 50K or a 100K
Mm,
or a 100
really
mile
nice.
or the marathon, the 20, you know, uh, what is it, 26.2 or a half marathon, the
Right.
13.1. Like
13.1,
those
right.
are those are the big numbers. There's not a lot of 15K races out there.
So a 15K
So the
rolls
boy
out to what, like 9 point something miles, or is it 10 point
nine
something?
nine 9.3 if you want to be
9.3.
specific,
Okay. Yeah.
roughly.
Right. So the plan was we were going to actually, I think it's already passed. We were supposed to run ours in Parkersburg, do the half, then go to
Yep.
yours in Utica for September, and then in
No, we were supposed to
October.
run that. We were supposed to run the Boilermaker in July,
That's right, and they rescheduled it to September, and then it just they
hmm
skipped it all for. That's right. So yeah,
and then
so
they
the
went
Boilermaker was
virtual.
in July. Then Parkersburg was supposed to be in August. That's a half marathon, and then we were supposed to run
Yep.
the MCM. Now, did you opt for
In
the virtual on that
October.
one,
No,
Greg?
no,
Okay,
I'm nowhere near ready to run. No, I'm nowhere near ready to run a marathon, especially not by myself.
right.
Um, I'm not doing that to myself.
Okay, I
So
wasn't
I went
sure if you did
ahead
that
and
because
I
of the
already.
medal, because you were talking about how the medal was such a big deal.
It is. It's beautiful. They actually revealed it online like the other day.
Oh yeah.
Um, if you haven't, go look. They so the medal is usually an Eagle Globe and Anchor. Um, and this year's is of course an Eagle Globe and Anchor as well, but it's black and it's made um it has ash from Iwo or sand from Iwo Jima
Oh, no kidding.
that they added into, yeah, so it's like because it's the 75th anniversary of
Right.
the battle. So there's actually sand from Iwo mixed into the metal.
That's cool.
It is. I thought it was
That's
amazing,
really cool.
but no, I'm nowhere near like I ran yesterday and I'm feeling it today. I'm going to work out again in the morning and then run during work tomorrow and start making it a habit. It's time to get back to where I used to be because I am just
Right.
physically I'm nowhere near uh what I used to be. So,
I got you. I got you.
and
Well,
he's back.
Yeah, sorry
if
about
it
that.
makes any consolation, I am physically nowhere near where you used to be either. So,
Same.
yeah, it just there's that. So, all right. Hey, welcome back, Alex. Good to
Hey,
see you.
sorry about that.
It's all good.
My roommate needed a
It's all
hand,
good.
and one of the things I brought with me was my printer, just in case. So it's wireless, which is kind of nice. Like it also has Wi-Fi direct. You can print stuff from your phone. And
Nice.
I told you he's heading out for a little bit, so he needed to print out some legal stuff.
Some some important documents. You got it.
Yeah. So
So it is time for our question, man, for our flash question for the week.
that is true.
And Alex,
Ooh.
Alex, it's your turn, homie. So what's our flash question for the week?
All right. So I decided to go a little bit safer. One of the questions that people normally ask, right? But I put a little bit of a different twist to it. So most people, right? Everyone always wants to know if you were stranded on a deserted island, what item would you take and why, right? You can only take one
Right.
thing. So to kind of play on that, but jump into it a little bit differently, if you could take not one item, but one single person from history for the sole purpose of survival, what
Mm.
person would you take with you on your deserted island and why?
Uh,
What?
nothing, nothing at all. So, but oldest, do I get to go first?
Sure.
Okay, sweet. I'm fellas. This is low hanging fruit. I'm taking Bear Grylls. I'm taking the man who has survived everything, um, and wrote books about it, and has his own series on. Is it Netflix right now, or it,
Yeah,
it
Either
might
that
be
or
Amazon?
Amazon.
It's
he
one of those. He's got this new series on that. Dude, this guy's a beast.
you versus the
And he's
wild.
also a Christ follower. He's got a serious hardcore faith, which is awesome to hear about and to read and to experience. So he doesn't really show it on his shows, but in his books, like he's good, man. He's really good, and he gives God the glory, which is amazing. But uh, but yeah, I think I would definitely pack that guy in my backpack because he's got it and then some. So there you go. Sorry if he was yours, but he's mine.
He
Oh,
wasn't mine.
yeah.
Liz says she would take Jesus
Gosh.
because he walks on water. She's in the chat.
Perfect.
Come on, Jesus. Let's
Jesus,
go
let's
play in
go.
Well, no,
survive.
you're no longer stuck on a deserted island at that point. All you got to do is,
All right, he
Jesus
just
carries you to safety.
he carries you through.
Just walk.
All right, that was really low
Wow.
hanging fruit. Thank you, Liz.
Thank you, Liz.
That was brilliant. Okay, so if I could take one person from history, crap. Um,
Ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum,
That's why it's a
bum,
flash
bum,
question.
bum, bum,
But
ba-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-dum,
I don't know. I
ba-da,
feel like, I mean,
ba,
I want to
ba-da,
say like,
ba, 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 ba.
I don't know, maybe like I'm thinking like Carlos Hathcock or
What? Who's that?
yeah. So he's like one of the deadliest snipers in Marine Corps history.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was like when you if you look up the definition of BAMF in the
Bam.
dictionary, yeah,
Isn't
yeah,
that the sound that
look up the
Nightcrawler makes?
definition.
yeah, whenever he
It pops.
disappears, man.
Got
Yeah.
it. Got it.
Either him or
Just one.
maybe General Mattis, like when he was young. Like, can you does you have to like take it like a current person or
I said
could I
any
say
person
like
from
General Mattis?
history.
Any
Uh,
person. I love how you're taking Marines.
Mm-hmm.
why not? Yeah, no, you
That's
can
good stuff.
take a Marine in a heartbeat. Like Mattis was one like especially in his younger days, like when he was a young lieutenant or then major, like dude, that guy went everywhere. He'd go anywhere and do anything.
I
Uh,
figured he was
I'd
gonna
feel
say
like
chesty puller, but that's just me.
no. So Chesty's uh he's an air guy. He's not a ground dude. He's
Dadgummit,
still
Liz.
awesome.
Liz just put my
Like
answer in the chat.
I'd take him in a
No.
heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I mean I would want to take one of those Marines. Because of their experience and skill set and everything else, like in a heartbeat. And I'd like we'd know what,
Mm-hmm.
we wouldn't just survive on the island, we'd be the kings on the island, and then if we got bored, we'd find a way off it.
It's a deserted island. You guys would be the only two people on it.
Right. So we'd own it, rule over the crabs, and then if we got bored, we'd find a way to get off it. All right, Alex, who would you take on a desert island with you?
Well, I'm glad you guys don't have the Twitch chat up because my wife is on the same wavelength that I am. I don't know how or why.
Because you're married?
Yeah, probably. But she put my answer down there after laughing about us talking about her first impulse
Jesus.
answer. Yeah. My answer, without a doubt, would have to be Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh, really?
Without a doubt.
It's an
Speak
interesting
softly
answer.
and carry a big stick.
No, I mean exactly right. The
Yeah.
dude
He's a
is
rough rider.
he is in fact a rough rider.
Yeah.
You
He's a
know.
rough rider. And yeah, that dude had a mustache for days.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Oh,
attitude
that's
of
true.
just, yeah, right? Like Teddy Roosevelt knew what he was doing. I don't know. Did you all see the Ken Burns documentary on the Roosevelts?
Mm-mm.
Oh my goodness,
No.
it's worth a look up, fellas. It's really good. It's really really good. It starts with their folks, um, because you've got Teddy and you've got FDR,
Mm-hmm. Which my dog is
and
named after.
right, and just really good stuff. So yeah, check it out. Kent Burns,
All right.
the Roosevelts, good stuff. So I have answered the question for you, but do you have more to add to that,
Well,
Alex?
Teddy Roosevelt was, as Liz is continuing to say in the chat, he was a beast of a man, right?
Hmm.
He could handle himself in any sort of situation. It did not matter what. Um, Literally got shot while giving a speech, finished the speech, walked off stage and said, "I've been shot," and then got taken care of. He was a wildlife conservationist, so he knows pretty much any and everything. He's the reason
Yeah.
why we have most of our national parks. Um,
Right.
he,
Yeah, I was about to say that.
he's, you know, he's Teddy Roosevelt. He was essentially, if you think about it, the Bear Grylls of, way back when.
Of his generation. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
So, plus it'd be fun to talk to him.
That's fun. I love the different directions we've gone with on this. That's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Good question, man.
Yeah,
Good question. I like it.
I figured.
I like it.
I was looking around and I was like, questions. Oh, deserted island. Oh wait, that's actually pretty good. Add
Yeah.
that to it.
Nice. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Good deal. So
So
I got a dad joke for you.
I was about to
No,
say,
wait, go ahead. You got something?
I think,
Go.
dear brother, it is your turn next week again.
Mine.
Yes.
You got it.
All right. Because then it goes Greg and then it's me again. I think.
You got it. Yep. So anyone want to buy a broken barometer? No pressure.
No.
No pressure.
No
I
pressure.
still laughed at the one I sent. I still laugh at the one I sent you guys the other day.
Oh, the no arrow one.
Yeah,
How,
Shoot, can you
I
find it
gotta
again?
pull it up again.
how did I miss that?
Yeah, hold on, because I must read this a second time. Yeah, it says, why couldn't the green pepper practice archery?
The green pepper?
Green pepper.
No,
Try it
the
again, Greg. We lost your audio.
Yep, you're gone.
Nope. Come back to us. Where's the punchline?
How about now?
Hey, there he is.
Hey.
Why couldn't the green pepper
Nope.
Why couldn't the green pepper what?
practice?
Practice archery. I think his audio's got jacked. I don't know what happened.
Did he take his headphones out?
I don't know what he did.
I don't know.
I think I gotta find it just so we can finish it. I think I got it. I think. Oh, he's gone.
Oh,
Oh,
Liz
he's
says
back.
make him text you.
Make
Yeah, there
him
we go.
text.
Now
Hey.
can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Why didn't the green pepper practice archery?
Why didn't the green pepper practice archery?
I don't know.
Because it didn't habanero.
Because it didn't habanero. Thank you, sir. It was worth the wait.
Yeah.
May I have another?
Yeah.
A whole
The
lot
first rule of passive aggressive club is, you know what? Never mind. It's fine.
of.
Oh man.
Yeah, never mind.
Two women were sharing the same ID card.
Okay.
Sharon. Sharon is Karen.
Oh,
Hmm.
I David Broughton, that shirt that he made from
Oh
Baron
yeah.
Press.
Yeah.
Sharon is Karen.
Yep.
Yeah,
Sharon is Karen.
Sharon is
Yep.
Karen.
Yep.
When you ask Dad to put the cat out and he responds, I didn't know it was on fire.
You know, I led my sermon this morning with the phrase, "How many times did I tell you not to shave the cat?"
Hmm.
it was, hey, it got the kids laughing, so that's a start.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun.
Oh man. uh,
Oh, why did the Viking buy an old boat?
Oh, and I have no idea.
He couldn't afford a new one.
Oh, what's an astronaut's favorite part of a
A
computer?
fjord,
the space bar.
Spacebar.
the space bar.
A fjord?
A fjord.
It's like a Fiat.
uh, like a Fiat.
Like a Fiat. Oh
I
man.
What
just bought
happens when a
myself.
frog's
Go.
what happens when a frog's car dies?
He jumps it.
Yeah,
He
he needs a jump.
needs a
But if that
jump.
doesn't work, he has to get it towed.
Changed all my passwords to Kenny.
Why?
Now all I have are Kenny Loggins. Meh, meh. All
Liz,
right, last one.
oh, Liz has got one before yours. I'm
Go,
sorry.
please. Let's go.
So Liz says, "What do you do when you're addicted to seaweed?"
You lost sushi?
I don't know.
She says, "You seek kelp."
You see, you seek kelp.
Oh, that's a good
All
one.
right, hold on. I got one more that's kind of funny.
Oh, Patrick's
Yeah,
been
yeah.
passed up twice now.
No, you're good. Go,
What
go,
rock?
go, go.
Go ahead, Alex.
Oh no, you're good.
What rock group has four men that don't sing?
The Rolling Stones.
I don't know.
Alex?
The Rolling Stones.
Mount Rushmore.
Uh,
Meh. All right. Plastic surgery used to be a taboo subject. Now, if you mention Botox, no one even raises an eyebrow. Boom.
oh, the
And we're
worst.
out, folks.
Uh,
Yeah. Thank you. Philip even says that was a horrible dad joke.
that's the point.
That is
That's
the
the
point,
idea.
man. You have to cringe and go, "Oh man, that was bad." That's the point of a dad
Oh,
joke. He said that was worse than a dad joke. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. No.
Liz just
Oh,
posted hand palm female sign. I don't know.
yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on this week's episode of Brothers in Arms podcast. This is episode 38. 38, which is this old man's age right now. So,
Aha.
We're
we've made
we're
it.
about to
We've
be.
surpassed it. When we hit 39, we don't know what we don't know what the future may hold, but here we are together again. So, episode 38 of Brothers in Arms podcast. You can find us every Sunday night except for this coming Sunday night on twitch.tv/Brothers in Arms podcast. We are live and in charge and bringing all kinds of milkshakes.
Mm-hmm.
So, uh,
Oh, that was a glorious Twitter tweet of the night.
uh,
Oh,
if you follow Twitter, you can follow us at your BIA podcast. You'll understand what that reference was to.
Mm-hmm.
If not, don't worry about it. It's nothing wrong, mom and dad, I promise. But
Or is it?
I'm Patrick. That's Greg. This is Alex.
Eh.
We are three brothers from the same mother and father, and we are so happy to be here with you. Any parting remarks, Greg?
yep. Drink water, take Motrin, change your socks.
Yeah, especially after a 9 mile run that you weren't ready for.
Yep.
Yeah. Who's to say you were ready for it? You definitely were.
Mm-hmm.
Alex?
Mm-mm.
Look forward to I don't know, potential surprises this weekend. Everybody, stay tuned to your phones.
Absolutely, because it will change. You might find out on Twitter that something's happening. So put that in your socks and wear them. So
Stay tuned.
uh, stay
And
tuned.
it's
Drink
squishy.
water. It is squishy. Yeah, nobody likes moist
Mm.
feet.
Mm-mm.
Um,
Oh gosh,
He
I
doesn't
hate
like
that
that
word.
word.
got him both to
Oh,
cringe. That was beautiful. Uh,
oh.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
My parting shot. Tell your family, call them, share with them. Oh, today's Grandparents' Day. So
Mm.
there you go. Happy Grandparents' Day. Yay.
Ten
Never
o'clock.
forget, never forget, never forget. September the 11th was Friday. Never forget.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you. Thanks to these guys for their service. Thanks to all of those who step up when others run. Thank you. And I'm honored to stand alongside these two guys. So We love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a blessed week, and we look forward to seeing you hopefully sometime very soon. Love you guys.
Amen.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.